After nearly 4 years of waiting for the release of Fable 2, you would have thought the series would have gone into hiatus. Not this time, folks. Once again, you're thrust into the world of Albion head first. You take on the role of a prince or princess who is forced to take action against a corrupt king. It's time to start a revolution against this unjust ruler, and take your rightful place as the leader the kingdom deserves.
Such a beautiful day to waste in bed, don't you agree?
What? Oh, go away, Jasper.
Now that is hardly the response of a prince.
The environment in Fable 3 will steal the show immediately. The beauty of it all lies in the wind sweeping through the trees. When your royal figure is running through the snow-covered mountains or just having a swim in the smooth flowing water, you'll feel that this world is truly alive somehow. It allows for some fantastic scenery to view as you travel to set things right in the world of Albion.
I've collected gnomes since I was a lad. My family said it was unhealthy. It made me take stock of my life, and I realized I had to make a change. So I cut off all contact with them. Now it's just me and the gnomes.
Completing quests for the villagers is the symbol of fun. They will ask you to do a large variety of strange things for them, from dressing up like a giant chicken so you can help a farmer, or being sucked into a book by a poltergeist writer. It's a weird and hilarious world out there in Fable, and you will have a blast with whatever it throws at you. The Road to Rule is a fun way to level up your character. While normal RPGs have a structured leveling system featuring earning experience points and allocating them into skills, Fable 3 simply has you teleporting to a role where you buy your new talents with guild seals. You can use your points earned by being a great king to unlock chests for damage bonuses, earn new expressions, or upgrade your business savvy.
Hero. Very good. I will continue to become acquainted with this sanctuary. No doubt we will need to make full use of its facilities.
The sanctuary is what Fable needed for a long time. Now you don't have to wade through a variety of items to find that outfit or weapon you want. Instead, you can go into your bat cave and pick out those pieces of equipment you need. Getting there is quick and painless since you can teleport to it by pushing the pause button. The best part about this action is that you can do it even if you're knee-deep in a quest area.
You may speak.
Your Majesty, our victory came at a great cost to the city. You vowed to fight poverty, but our actions have made the problem worse.
Choices are much more impactful this time around. From the moment you start the game, you will have to make a harsh decision. These choices will continue to pop up throughout your journey, and each has their own little outcome. It's up to you to choose if they go well, or if they end in the most brutal fashion imaginable. The soundtrack has always been a staple of the Fable series. Fable 3 is no slouch in this department either, with some well-placed orchestral tracks and some intriguing combat music that never gets old. It also goes without saying that the voice work is remarkable. While the delivery isn't always perfect, the crude jokes will keep you well entertained to the end.
This is my Albion. Its cities will bow to my law, or they will burn. Its mountains will bend to my will, or they will fall.
The performance in Fable 3 is a terrible mess on the Xbox 360. The frame rate never seems to become stable at any time. There will be many situations where the player will be running through a location and things will become unplayable. Players will encounter constant bouts where the game just outright glitches, with characters going under the floor or disappearing entirely. There also tend to be some freezing moments during saves, and a lot of this happens far too often for my tastes. Casual combat gets old after about an hour or so. This is especially the case if you played the last two Fable games. The lack of any cohesive combo system and awkward weapon combinations will get old fast. After a while, you'll realize that you're just spamming one button to win, only mixing it up if the computer blocks one time so you can spam attack again, which isn't even mentioning the incredibly lax difficulty, where it seems like you can go through the game without buying armor or new weapons. The story also attempts to do many shocking things, but a lot of it comes off flat since you never get to know these characters. It fails to give you time to develop a relationship with the people you are recruiting to your cause, which in turn makes it less of a shock if they are captured or killed. The waypoint indicator seems to have a mind of its own. A good majority of the time you will spawn into an area and hope to be led to your goal. Unfortunately, the waypoint indicator will sometimes not appear at all. There will also be pieces of it in front of you, but the rest of it has sunken into the floor, so you have to run around aimlessly trying to find out where you're supposed to be going. The fact that the player has to enter the sanctuary to use the map. Okay, I know I just stated that the sanctuary is an amazing thing, but I really don't want my UI to be located inside of it at all. It seems really counterintuitive that I have to enter a chamber, run up to a map and press A, scroll through the map to find my location, press A again, and now I'm taken to where I need to go. Well, sometimes you're taken to where you need to go. The teleport system often feels the need to put you at the far end of the map, but other times it'll put you directly at your destination. You no longer have any choice on which expressions you wish to use in interactions. For example, once you unlock the Lovers Pack, which allows you to dance and play patty cake, you'll have no choice but to do this when smoozing with other men or women. This also goes the same with how escorting villagers or capturing criminals works. For some reason, you have to hold on to people's hands like a lover or a parent to take them places. Now, Fable 3 is a very beautiful game, and I'm sure a lot of the kinks will be pressed out during patches or on the PC version. As it stands now, it's a fun game if you've been following the Fable series for a long time. It's just marred by dozens of technical problems and some awful design decisions. If you're a fan of the series, you'll know what to expect here, as little has changed in that regard. I'd recommend you wait until the price drops to about $40 before you grab a copy. Fable 3 receives a C+ for retaining what makes Fable great, but it still lacks the polish expected of a AAA title.